So hello everyone, in this video we are going to learn how to design push down automata. So in the previous video we studied about how to design what finite automata. So your finite automata, either it can be what deterministic finite automata or non-deterministic finite automata or epsilon NFA. Okay, it may be either a DFA, NFA or epsilon NFA. So we know how to construct what DFA, NFA and epsilon NFA. We studied those DFA, NFA and epsilon NFA in the previous videos. Now we will study how to design what push down automata. So push down automata or PDA. So if you consider what Chomsky hierarchy, according to what Chomsky hierarchy, we have what 4 types of what grammar. Okay. So first one is what type 3 grammar, second one is type 2, type 1 and type 0. Type 3 is also called as what regular grammar, and type 2 is also called as what context free grammar. Type 1 is also called as a context sensitive grammar, and type 0 is also called as what unrestricted grammar. Okay. If you consider type 3 or a regular grammar, so corresponding language is what regular language. If the language is what regular, in that case your finite automata can recognize that one. Okay. So what is the meaning of finite automata? Either it may be DFA, NFA or epsilon NFA. So your DFA, NFA and epsilon NFA can understand only what regular language, or it can only recognize what regular language. And if I go with what context free language, okay, so our grammar context free grammar or language context free language, your finite automata cannot recognize that one. That is the reason we need what push down automata. Okay, that is the reason we have to know what push down automata. So in the same way, if you have what context sensitive language, okay, the grammar is what context sensitive grammar. In that case, if push down automata cannot recognize that one. For that one, we need what linear bounded automata. And finally, if the grammar is what unrestricted grammar, the language is recursively enumerable sets. In that case, the machine we need to learn is what Turing machine. Only Turing machine can recognize what recursively enumerable sets. Okay, your PDA can understand what these 2 language. Your linear bounded automata can understand what these 3 language. Your Turing machine is a topmost machine that can understand what all the languages. Okay, now we will learn what push down automata. Okay. So now we will see how to define what PDA. So PDA stands for push down automata, and that will be defined with what 7 tuples. Usually finite automata will be defined with what 5 tuples. So 5 tuples are what same. Along with what 5 tuple we have extra 2. One is z0, one more is what tau. Okay, first 5 is similar to what your finite automata. Only 2 are what extra. One is z0, one more is what tau. So what is the Q? Q is a finite number of what states. And what about sigma? Sigma is what input alphabet. Delta is a transition function. Q0 is what start state. F is a set of final states. Okay, and Z0 is bottom of the stack. Okay, here we are going to use a stack concept while designing what push down automata. And tau is what stack content. Okay, Z0 is bottom of the stack. Tau is what stack content. Now, so your PDA is actually a finite automata with what stack, that's it. So this is just like a DFA or NFA or epsilon NFA, but we will going to along with what finite automata, if you take a stack, help of what stack, that will going to become what your PDA. So and you know whenever this is stack, they will going to perform what 2 main operations. First one is what push operation, second one is what pop operation. So these 2 operations going to perform while designing what your PDA, push down automata. And the working, usually if you consider what your finite automata, it will look into what input, then it will take what transition. But whereas in your PDA, if you want to make any transition, in that case it will look both input as well as what top of the stack. Okay, to make any transition, it will look both input as well as what top of the stack. That is the difference compared to what your finite automata and push down automata. Okay. So next is what types of PDA. So again, just like a finite automata, we have 2 types of PDA. One is deterministic PDA and one more is what non-deterministic PDA. Okay, the difference with respect to only delta. So in a deterministic PDA, if you are in some state, Q means what state, and if you got some input, sigma means what input, including what epsilon, and it will look into what top of the stack, and it will take some transition, that is what Q, transition to some other state by making 0 or more changes in top of the stack. So content of the stack. Okay, either at top of the stack or content of the stack. So if you are in some state and if you got some input including epsilon, Okay, and by looking into what content of the stack or top of the stack, it will make some transition. Transition means what? Q means it will going to reach what some state by making 0 or more transitions, by making 0 or more changes within the content of the stack or top of the stack. Okay, and one more is what non-deterministic PDA. So this one is if Q, if you are in some state and if you got some input including what epsilon, okay, and it will look into what top of the stack or content of the stack, and it will going to make 2 to the power of Q into tau to the power of what star. So if this is the case, then that one is what non-deterministic PDA. If this is the case, that one is called as what deterministic PDA. Okay, and the last one is, so we will going to build your PDA for context free grammar. So according to Chomsky, that one is type 2 grammar, and the language is context free language. So if the language is what context free or even a regular language, we can design what PDA. Okay, your PDA can understand either regular language or context free language. Okay, now we will take what on simple example and we will see how to design PDA. Okay, yeah, so to design a PDA, so now I have taken what on simple example, the language that is a to the power of n and b to the power of n such that n is greater than or equal to what 1. So if it is n is greater than or equal to 1, what are the different possible strings that will come under a language? Either you will get when n is equal to what 1, you will get what ab, or you will get what 2a, 2b when n is equal to what 2, when n is equal to 1 ab, and n is equal to 2a, 2b, and you will get what 3a, 3b, and this will what continue. Okay, and this will what continue. So now in order to construct what PDA, now I am going to take any one of the string. So I will go with 3a and what 3b. Okay, so now I will take 3a and 3b as what string. You know, whenever we use what push down automata, even we have to take the help of what stack. So I have to perform a 2 operation. So one is what push, another one is what pop. So now what I will do, whenever I get what a, so whenever I get what a, I will just push that one into top of the stack. Okay, whenever I get a, I will keep on pushing that one into what top of the stack. And whenever I get a b, I will keep on popping the one symbol from the top of the stack. And this is the logic. And once the string is what over, and top of the stack is what z0. So usually stack contains what z0. By default, z0 will be there within the stack. If stack contains what z0, once the string is what over, okay, in that case string is what valid, you can accept that one. Okay, but if input is what over, but stack contains other than what z0, in that case string is not a valid, you are not supposed to accept that string. So this is the logic we are going to use. So a will going to perform a push operation and b will going to perform a pop operation. Once the string is what over and stack contains only z0, in that case string is what valid, we have to accept. Otherwise in all the remaining cases string is not a valid and you are not supposed to accept that one. That's it. Okay, yeah. So now, so this is what our string. What I will do, I will take what on stack which contains what, by initially stack content is what z0, or top of the stack is what z0. Now what is our input? Input is what a. Whenever I get what a, what is the operation I am going to perform? Push. I'll going to push this first a into top of the stack. Okay, so whenever I get a, I'll keep on pushing a into top of the stack. So what is the next input? A. If I get a, I am supposed to perform what? Push operation. I'll push one more a into top of the stack. Again, what's the next input? Again, one more input is also what? A. So whenever I get a, I have to perform what? Push operation. So I push what? One more a. Okay. Now what is the next input? Input is what? B. Once you get a B, you are supposed to perform what? Pop operation. Correct, right? So once you get a B, for this B, I am going to pop out one A from the top of the stack. Okay. Again, I have one more B. So what is the next input? B. So once I get what B, I have to perform a pop operation. For this B, I am going to pop one more A that is present at the top of the stack. So I am going to pop this one. Okay. So what is the next input? So next input is also what? B. If the input is what? B, so you have to pop what? Top of the stack. What's the top of the stack? A. So this B, I am going to pop out one more A. Now what is the next input? Input is what? Epsilon. Input is what? Over. Now input is what? Over, and what's the top of the stack? Z0, and you have to accept that one. Why? Because this is a valid string. Because we have equal number of A's and equal number of B's. Okay. So now instead of this, suppose if there is one more B, assume if there is one more B. Now what is the input? B. Input is what B, and what's the top of the stack? Z naught. In that case, you are not supposed to accept that one, because this is not a valid string. Why? Because we don't have what equal number of A's and equal number of B's. Okay. And one more case is, suppose if you have what 2A and what 3B. If you have what 2A and what 3B, so how many A's will be there in the top of the stack? 2A. 2A will be what pushed. Okay. For the first B, I'll going to pop out this one, and the second B, I'll going to pop out this one. Now I have what one more B. Okay, one more B Z naught, that's not possible. In the same way, if you have a 3A and 2B, okay, 3A and 2B. So 3A will be there at top of the stack. For the first B, I'll going to pop out this one, and for the second B, I'll going to pop out this one. Now string is what over, and what's the top of the stack? A. This is not a valid string. When it is what valid? Whenever the string is what over and top of the stack is what Z naught, only that case you have to accept that one. In all the remaining cases, you are not supposed to accept that particular string. Why? Because that is not a valid string, that belongs to what the given language, A to the power of n and B to the power of n. Okay. Now I am going to write a transition diagram. So for the transition diagram, I am going to use this notation. Whenever I perform a push operation, first I will write what input, this input. Next I will write top of the stack. So what exactly the top of the stack, that I am going to write. Next I will write top 2 symbol. Okay. And pop, I will use this notation. First I will write what input, next I will write what top of the stack, and epsilon. Epsilon means we are just deleting. So we are just popping what corresponding B, and we are popping what 1A. Okay, that is the meaning of epsilon. Okay, if I have not done anything, I will write what that symbol what as it is. Input, top of the stack, I will write that symbol what as it is. Top of the symbol as it is. Okay. Yeah. So now I am going to design that PDA. Okay. Yeah. So I will take that stack one more time. So which contains what? A. So for explanation purpose, again I will go with 3A and 3B. Okay. Yeah. So I will take start state. I think you know how to write what start state, arrow with a circle, and I will call this one as what Q naught. Okay. Yeah. So now what is our first input? Input is what? A. So whenever the A will going to perform, what's the logic? Push operation, and whenever the B will going to perform what? Pop operation. Okay. Yeah. So now what is the input? A. Input is what? A. I have to perform what? Push operation. How to represent that one? Since I don't have any other option, what I will do? I will go with what loop. So how to represent what push operation? Push, first you have to represent what input. What is the input? Input is what? A. Okay. Input is what? A. Input is what? A. And what's the top of the stack? Top of the stack right now is what? Z naught. Z naught. Input is what? A, and top of the stack is what? Z naught. Okay. So what is the operation you are supposed to perform? Push this A into top of the stack. So okay, now we have A at the top of the stack. Now, so what about we are supposed to write over here? We have to write top 2 symbol. What's the top 2 symbol? Top 2 symbol is what? A Z naught. We write that one as it is. Okay. Yeah. So next, what's the next input? Next input is again what? A. If it is what? A, the logic is whenever I get what? A, I have to perform a push operation. I have to push the second A into top of the stack. So now I have to write what push operation. So first I have to write what input. Input is what? A. And what's the top of the stack? Top of the stack is also what? A. Now if the input is what? A, so I have to perform a push operation. What I will do? I will push this second A onto top of the stack. Okay. Now what's the top 2 symbol? Top 2 symbol is what? A. You write what? A. Okay. Yeah. So now again what is the input? Input is what? A. If the input is what? What is the representation? Push operation. What is the representation? First input is what? A. And what is the top of the stack? Top of the stack is also what? A. Already I have written. Okay. Now what is the operation I have to perform? Push. So what I will do? I am going to push this A into top of the stack. So what is the top 2 symbol? A. So already I have written. No need of writing what one more time. Okay. This will going to serve for any number of A's. Okay. Yeah. So now what is the next input? B. Once you get a B, what is the operation supposed to perform? Pop. Correct, right? So now once I get input as what B. Now what is the input? B. I have to perform a pop operation. How to represent what pop operation? First input. What is the input? B. And what's the top of the stack? Top of the stack is what? A. Okay, input is what? B, and top of the stack is what? A. So next you have to write what? Epsilon. The meaning is, if the input is what? B and top of the stack is what? A, so for the first that B, you delete what? 1 A. Okay, this connection will be what? Lost. So why? Because now top of the stack is what? This A. Okay, yeah. So and reach what? Some other state Q1. We call that one as what? Q1. Okay. So next, I have to write what? Next transition. Therefore, I am going to take what? Loop. What's the next input? Next input is also what? B. So if the input is what? B, I have to perform what? Pop operation. What is the representation? Input. Input is what? B. And what's the top of the stack? Top of the stack is what? A. Top of the stack is what? A. And what is the operation supposed to perform? Pop. Okay. So for this second B, I am going to pop one more A. So this link will be what? Lost. So why? Because now top of the stack is what? This A. Okay. Yeah. Now what is the next input? Input is what? B. Input is what? B. Input is what? B. You have to perform a pop operation. Input is what? B. And what's the top of the stack? Top of the stack is what? A. And you have to perform a pop operation. And for this B, the last B, I am going to pop what? This A. So now stack contains what? Only Z0. Okay. Yeah. Now what is the input now? Input is what? Epsilon. So if it is a I will perform a push operation. If it is a B, I will going to perform a pop operation. And if it is a epsilon, and I have to check what? Stack, top of the stack. So now what is the input? Input is what? Epsilon. Correct, right? And what's the top of the stack? Z0. If that is the case, maintain Z0 as it is. Okay, and go toward final state and accept this particular string. Why? Because this string is what? Valid. That belongs to what? The given language. In all the remaining cases, don't go toward final state. Therefore, it will not going to accept what? That particular string. Only if the string is what? Over, at that time, if the top of the stack is what? Z0, it will go to what? Final state. It will maintain Z0 as it is within the top of the stack, and it will go toward final state, and that will be what? Accepted. Simple. Okay. So first, for all the A's, I am going to perform push operation. Once I get a B, I will take a transition. Okay, why I have to take a transition? Because if you don't take a transition, what will happen? It will push A, and then once I get a B, it will pop. Again, if I get a, that will be what? Pushed. Just to avoid that one, we are performing what? Push operation separately, pop operation separately. Okay, if I do what? Push and pop only in what? Q0. Once I get a, it will perform what? Push. Once I get a B, it will be popped. Okay, if I get again A, it will go to push what? One more time. Okay, but this is not a valid string. Therefore, just to avoid that one, we are performing push separately, pop separately. Okay, and once the string is what? Over, and top of the stack is what? Z0, we'll maintain that Z0 as it is, and we'll go toward final state, and we'll going to accept that one. So this one is what? Your transition diagram for the given language. Okay, and this one is what? Your PDA. Okay, this one is what? Your transition diagram. Now I will write what? Transition function. I will going to wrap this one, and I will write transition function. Yeah. So what is the first transition? Delta of Q0. Yeah. So how to write what? Transition function? Writing is what? Simple. Take a Q0, take this part, write that one as it is. A comma what? A is equal to, check the transition upon A comma A. First you go with what? A comma Z0. Okay. A comma Z0. This part. So Q0 upon A comma Z0, again it has taken the transition to what? Q0. So write the Q0 here. Q0 comma. You write what? Right hand side part. What's the right hand side part? After this slash, whatever that is present in the right hand side, you write that one. So that is what? A Z0. Simple. So what is the next transition? Delta of Q0. So delta of Q0, for Q0 we have two transition. Okay, so first I have already written. Now I go with this one. Write what Q0 as it is. Next you write this part. So whatever is present in the left hand side. Okay, left hand side of this slash, you write that one as it is. Okay, in the right hand side you just write what Q0 because it has taken a transition again to what Q0. Okay, now you write this part AA. Okay, write the state first, then write this part. Okay, next observe the transition. Again it has taken a transition toward Q0. Now write that one. Now write this part. Okay, after slash whatever that is present, you write that one. That's it. So now to consider about Q0. So Q0, the first part is what B comma A. Next, it has taken a transition toward Q1. Now write this part epsilon. That's it. Okay. So next is what delta of Q1 comma B comma A. So it's again what Q1 comma what epsilon. And what's the last one? Delta of Q1 comma epsilon comma Z0 is equal to QF comma, you can write what? So either you can write what dash or you can write what Z0. Okay, this one is what? Accepting. Okay, this is what your transition function. First you write what Q0, this is state, then you write what this part. Okay, then observe the transition. Again what Q0, write that Q0, write what this part. Okay, that's it. This is what your transition function, and this one is what your transition diagram for the given question. Okay, this is how we can construct what PDE. Okay, so I will take what one more example. Yeah, the next problem, construct a PDA for the given language. So number of A's in W is equal to number of B's in W, such that W belongs to A comma B whole to the power of plus. So whole to the power of plus means it will start from what 1. Okay, if it is a star including what epsilon. Now what is the sigma? Sigma is what same. Sigma is what A comma B, and what about the language? So languages, so we are going to have what all the strings such that number of A's and number of B's both are what equal. So either it may be what AB or even what BA, or AA BB or BA BA. Okay, so BA BA means it will continue. We can form what any number of strings. So any number of strings, but the condition is the number of A's and number of B's must be what equal. That's it. So A and B in what any position. Okay, yeah. So now we have to design what PDE. So first I'll write what transition diagram. So I'll take what start state. So you know how to write what start state, arrow with a circle. Okay, now this one is what our start state. Now first I have to logic is, so whenever I get a A, so either it may be start from what A or what B. If the input is what A, if I starting from what A, then what I will do, I'll perform a push operation. So assume this is what a string. Okay, if the input is what A, I'll going to perform a push operation. If the input is what A again I'll perform a push operation. And once I get what opposite symbol, in that case I'll going to perform a pop operation. Okay, so suppose AB, A will perform a push, B I'll going to perform a pop. Again A I'll going to perform a push, B I'll going to what pop. Okay, suppose if a string is starting from what BA, B I'll going to perform a push, A I'll going to perform a pop, B I'll going to perform a push, A I'll going to perform a pop. In that way. Suppose if it is BB, AA, so for the first two B's I'll going to perform a push, and the next two A I'll going to perform a pop. So it may be either start from what A or it may be start from what B. So first what I will do, I'll going to perform a push operation, whether it may be A or what B. Then once I get if I get what same symbol, I'll keep on what pushing. If once I get what alternative symbol, for A if I get what B, or a B if I get what A, I'll going to perform what pop operation. Okay, and whatever the push and pop I'm going to do within the same within the same state. Why? Because if I get what AB, then again AB, that's a valid string. Okay, therefore I have to perform it once I get a push pop, again I have to perform a push and what pop. Therefore, I have to perform out every operation within a same state. Okay. So now I'm going to design that one. So since I don't have any transition, I'll take what loop. Assume the string is starting from what A. So if it is starting from what A, assume this is what my string A B A B. So now what is the input? Input is what? So whether it's A or what B, I'm going to perform a push operation. What's the representation? First I have to write what input. What is the input? Input is what A. Okay. And what's the top of the stack? And top of the stack. So you have to take what on stack. I'm going to take what on stack with what Z0. So top of the stack is what Z0. And what's the operation is supposed to perform? Push operation. So you are supposed to push this A into top of the stack. So you'll get what? Next here, what is the representation? Top to symbol. Top to symbol is what? A Z0. Okay. So input is what? A. Top of the stack is what? Z0. Next push this A into top of the stack. So what's the top to symbol? A. You'll get what? A Z0. Okay. So now assume the string is starting from what? B. Assume this one is what our string? B A B A. If this is the case, now string is starting from what? B. Now what is the input? Whether it's A or what B, I have to perform initially I have to perform a push operation. So input is what? A, and what's the top of the stack? Top of the stack is what? Z0. And what's the operation is supposed to perform? Push operation. So if you push this B into top of the stack, I'll get what? B Z0. What's the top to symbol? Top to symbol is what? B Z0. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Now assume the string is what? A B B. Okay. Now, so this input is what over. Now again I got input what? A. If I got same symbol, what's the logic? Keep on performing what? Push operation. Okay. So again I got A. If I got again what? A, what is the operation is supposed to perform? I'll write over here. So now input is what? A. This one is what over. So now I'm reading what? One more. So input is what? A, and what's the top of the stack? Top of the stack is also what? A. For this is stack. Stack number 1. So you're going to have only one stack. I'm taking what? Different example. That's it. Input is what? A, and top of the stack is also what? A. What's the operation is supposed to perform? Push. So I'm going to push this A into top of the stack. Okay. Now what's the top to symbol? Top to symbol is what? A. Write this one over here. Now assume this what my input. If this is what the input, so now what is the again what I got? B. If I got what same symbol, what's the logic? If the input is what? B, and what's the top of the stack? Top of the stack is also what? B. What is the operation is supposed to perform? Push this one into top of the stack. Okay. So you have to push that one into top of the stack. So you'll get what? Top to symbol. What's the top to symbol? You'll get what? BB. Now if you get any number of same symbol, it will going to perform what? Push operation. So now if I get what? Different symbol. Different symbol means, consider what? First example, this one. Now what is the input? Input is what? B. And what's the top of the stack? Top of the stack is what? A. Input is what? B. And what's the top of the stack? Top of the stack is what? A. And what's the representation? Pop. Once I get what? Two different symbols, I have to perform a pop operation. Representation is input, top of the stack. Input is what? B. And top of the stack is what? A. And you have to perform what? Pop operation. Okay. Now consider this one as your input. Now what is the input? Input is what? A. So now previously I got B, now I got A, different symbol. Now to perform which operation? Pop operation. What is the representation? Input. First is what? Input. What is the input? Input is what? A. And what's the top of the stack? Top of the stack is also what? Top of the stack is what? B. Second stack. And you have to perform a pop operation. And this will going to perform for remaining symbol. Again, if you got input as what? B, and top of the stack as what? A, and it will going to perform pop operation, and that will be what? Repeated. If again I got input as what? A, and top of the stack is what? B, and that will be what? Repeated. Okay. So once I got input as what? Epsilon. Okay. Once I got input as what? Epsilon. If input is what? Epsilon. So assume for this B, this A got deleted, and this B, this A got deleted. Now input is what? Over. So now what is our input? Epsilon. If the input is what? Epsilon. Okay. And what's the top of the stack? Top of the stack is what? Z0. Maintain that Z0 what? As it is. And go to what? Final state. and accept that string. Why? Because that string is what valid. Okay, either in this case or this case. Even here also, if I input for this A, I am going to deal with topmost A, and second A I am going to deal to what this B. Now input is whatever. If the input is whatever and top of the stack is what Z0, maintain that Z0 as it is. Don't Z0. Maintain that Z0 as it is, and go to what final state and accept that one. Why? Because that string is what valid. Okay. Now this one is what your transition diagram for the given problem. The logic is what symbol, whether I get A or what B in the beginning, I will going to perform what push operation, and if I get the same symbol, I will continue what pushing that symbol into a top of the stack. Once I get what a different symbol, what I will do, I will going to perform what pop operation. If you observe in the previous case, I have taken what two different states for push and what pop. Now I am doing what both push as well as pop within the same state. Why? Because after AB, again I may get what AB. Therefore, again I have to perform what push and what pop. If I go towards some other state, I can't do what push operation. That is the reason I am doing both push as well as pop within a same state. Okay. Now I will going to write what transition function. So delta of Q naught. So first you write what this part, delta of Q naught with respect to this part. Better you start from what Z naught. A comma what Z naught. A comma Z naught. So again Q naught will going to remain within a Q naught. Therefore write what Q naught. So Q naught upon A Z naught. It has taken the transition to what again Q naught. Therefore write what Q naught comma A Z naught. Write this part. What is that part? This not A, this must be what B. Okay, B Z naught. Okay, B Z naught. So it should be what B Z naught. So delta of second one Q naught A comma Z naught is equal to Q naught. So A comma Z naught I have written. Now write this part. This part. So what is that part? A Z naught. So next, what is the next transition? Delta of. So again with respect to Q naught, A comma A is equal to, again I am going to maintain same state Q naught comma A. Okay. So next delta of Q naught comma B is equal to, I am going to maintain same state, that is what BB. So meaning is whenever I get the same symbol, I am going to perform a push operation and I will return what same state Q naught. Okay. So what is the next one? Delta of Q naught comma, now I will write for this one BA as well as what AB. Okay. So if I get DA or delta of Q naught AB, so in that case I will going to maintain what same state Q naught, but I will going to perform what which operation? Pop operation. And what about last transition? That is from Q naught to Q1, Q naught to QF. So delta of Q naught comma epsilon Z naught, epsilon Z naught, you go to what Q by maintaining Z naught as it is, and you can accept that. Yeah, this one is what your transition function. So how to write? First write the state and write what this part, left hand side part. Next observe that one, it has taken a transition to again to what Q naught. Therefore write what Q naught and write what this part. Okay, in the left hand side you write this part, right hand side you write this part, and observe the state. It has taken the same transition. Therefore, you will get what both the side you will get what Q naught. Whereas for the last one, so in the left hand side you will get what Q naught, and here next you write what epsilon Z naught. Okay, next in the right hand side it has taken a transition to what QF. So write what QF and write this part. Okay, so this is the accepting state. That's it. Okay, thank you.